Games are starting any second now. They'll begin. Here we go. The train, as you said, has been paying for no Deerbeck today, but we'll see. Bullet is, stranger things have happened. Crazy things. The biggest comeback in our SCC history, Maurice, is actually 4. So he is in the realm that if he was to come back, it would be historical, right? But who knows? Here we go. By the way, the Scotch, finally.
I don't know
Where's
why he didn't play the
all
Scotch. Well, where has the Scotch been? He played it, once? And that seems extraordinary that he didn't go back here a long time earlier. This position with Queens traded, this one doesn't feel great. That means he's got to get a time edge on the clock. He's got that. He's got a few seconds on Wesley right now. So best thing, just get a nice position and keep the edge. And we see that move C5. We've seen Wesley play before. And now bishop C6. Solid pawn structure when the pawn gets to D6, guys. When that pawn lands on the D6 square, it will be a very solid pawn structure, and I'm not sure exactly how white breaks it. This is
not exactly the you call it whatever, the Spice Girls looking position we wanted. This is not a Spice position for.
This is not Crazy Spice. This is not
Crazy Spice.
this is boring Spice. Like, this is not what we wanted. And now you have to play this move. I wanted to play for G4 and H5 is what I wanted to do. He put his bishop on this diagonal, but this last knight move, very committal move, daring him to take on H5, and he did it. Now, White's structure is much better, and he's got a pass pawn. Are we going for an endgame now and hope that it's enough? It's a little something. It's a little something we're chewing on.
And he can definitely something. Yeah, indeed, and he's got Rook G5 if he needs to. This is.
I think White's for choice. Is it enough? Again, do you take both pawns? Not yet. They're always waiting for you. But the problem is that king is going to have to get back in the game at some point. But look at this. He's decided it's time to get both pawns. And why isn't White just winning? Because it's not easy to advance the pawns with the rook on F4. You need your king. But here it comes.
Here he goes.
Here it comes. You can have my pawn because now I am ready. Well, this is interesting because he's going to push both pawns. The black king will be needed. The black king will be needed to defend. And here it comes. And wait a second now. Can this be true? He can play F7 and Rook F5.
I thought that's what he was going to do. I'm with you.
I don't understand. He would have connected everybody, but now he's blown it. Now, this connection is not what you want. Your Rook is on the wrong square.
I was going to say, now who's winning? He takes V3 right as I highlighted. Wesley is completely fine now.
I don't understand why he didn't put his rook on F5, and the black king would have been on F7. He's actually now losing the game. He's in trouble because he can make no progress, and now he has to try to draw the game. That moment in the game was so critical, and now he's decided, yes, I need to draw. Let me just bail out as much as possible. There he goes after that pawn. D5 doesn't work, but if the rook gets to D4, if the rook gets to D4 and stops the black king, the white king from coming closer, I don't see how you save this position. I mean, this is just pure progress.
Heads up fine, Maurice. That's really instructive to see, and the timing is horrible for Abdou Saturov. Here comes King E4.
Indeed.
Surprise.
It doesn't matter. Well, actually,
even D5. Yeah, even D5 because the pawn's pinned.
D5 is crushing. D5 is killing. That's it. That's it. There was an instructive moment there. I mean, I guess he's resigning. He's looking. He's played a move. This is over. There's an instructive moment. We can go to analysis board as this is just going to be Wesley figuring out how to get the pawns advanced. Let's quickly go to the analysis board since it's Bullet. I just want to show just one moment from the last game as fast as possible at that point when he should have played his rook to F5.
Yeah, way back here. Instead of the commitment he made, Maurice was right.
The king
you
went
could
to
even play
D7
it
right
first.
Here. Yeah, play rook F5. The king has to go back, play F7. And this rook position is totally different. Now, I'm not saying you're necessarily winning. You might have